Be a rock in the storm to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today is to a rock in the storm. Be a rock in the storm is what I say, because although this is one of those idioms that has no etymology on the internet about it, it's really kind of frustrating. It leads to a lot of different idioms about rocks and storms and challenges, but there is no specific etymology or origin of this particular idiom, but it's been around for a long time. I've heard it. I don't know that I've used it very often, but I've been hearing it a lot lately. My family is reminding me that I need to be the rock in a current situation that we're all dealing with. But this idiom describes somebody who remains calm and supportive in the midst of chaos or challenging times or emotional turbulence or physical turbulence, right? During the COVID pandemic, I would suspect that I was the rock in the storm for my immediate family in a lot of situations, in a lot of ways, because I had gone through my own challenges a year or so ahead of that experience that made some of the changes in some of the ways I was dealing with my life already as if I was in the COVID pandemic. And so I had already been through and already done and made some changes that other people were having to make during the pandemic. It just suggests that a person provides support and strength and stability in times that are challenging, tough, upsetting, and either emotionally or physically turbulent, right? When we're building and growing and supersizing our business, I don't know about you, but pretty much every day there's some kind of chaos or turmoil or setbacks or challenges or obstacles or changes that come along. And if we as the leader of the organization aren't able to handle those in a way that is mature and, without a whole bunch of emotion and drama, and I will admit, when I was younger, I had a lot more emotion in running my businesses and in different operations and in different situations than I do now. It's a lot easier to take a deep breath, step back and say, okay, what is most important here? What's really going on? What do we need to do right now to deal with this situation versus just emotionally reacting and going off half-cocked and making short-term bad decisions and choices for our business. It's the same way in corporate America. Somebody, especially the leaders of our departments and teams and things, we need to keep our head when things happen. I remember one of the biggest first lessons I had in this was one of my team members cut the tip of his finger off when we were manufacturing toilet paper. Now, big company that shall remain nameless, but in manufacturing, if somebody loses a body part and it could possibly end up in the product, it creates a whole chain of events that need to happen to ensure that that never gets to the public. I don't know about you, but I cannot imagine opening a roll of toilet paper and finding someone's fingertip in there that would not cause me some massive trauma and drama and contacting that organization's customer service department. So that I had to remain calm and be a rock in that situation in order for all the pieces to fall in place to make sure, number one, we found his finger, it got reattached, we got him to the hospital, or I took him to the hospital, and that everything was okay, and that all the other team members weren't totally traumatized by the trail of blood that led to the bathroom, etc. So are you able to be that rock? And then guess what? When the situation's handled, I could go back to my office or back to my home and have my emotional reaction about it. So are you able to do that? Have you had the opportunity or faced situations where you needed to be that rock in the storm? I will admit, probably when I was younger, again, I don't remember because I choose not to remember, there were times when I didn't react like a rock and I did react emotionally or in too dramatic a way for the situation. But you learn pretty quickly that that doesn't get you the best results, and you might to make different choices going forward. So love to know, do you know, have you used this idiom? Do you use it? Do you think about it? Are you the rock for your business? And if not, how can you become more emotionally supportive, more of that steadfast, people know what to expect from you? And that's one of the ways, by sharing your expectations, by getting people's expectations of you, by communicating, by being open and honest, really just by being who you are is one of the best ways to be a rock in the storm, because that gives everybody else permission to be who they are authentically, and that helps to strengthen and build our businesses. All right, have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom, hopefully where it came from, what it means, and how you might be able to use it in your business today. Have a great day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.